Previously on The Wandering Path.
Our heroes descend into the hidden, strange depths beneath the abandoned Heron Industries factory to rescue skater teen Sayka from a growling beast lurking in the shadows. They find Sayka tethered to a ring of bright astrocrystals inside the beast's lair? Nest? Whatever this space is, it seems closer to the dream world than ever. The way space warps, the way cables and objects move on their own. And oh yeah, cryptic visions of Ibra's spectral night and JJ's family going back countless generations. What could it all mean? Let's see what's around the bend on The Wandering Path. JJ, you snap out of your psychic vision to witness Sayka limp in your arm. Her eyes snap open. Her eyes have that reflective yellow-green retina that you see when, there's a predator off in the distance in the darkness, similar to the beast that has been stalking you through this factory basement. She starts whispering and murmuring. You lean your ear down closer to hear what she's saying. Preserve, protect, return. Preserve, protect, return. And she repeats this over and over until it starts overlapping on itself and lapping itself with many voices.
Can't wait to see that in the post.
Yeah.
These whispers start overlapping and turn into just a cacophony of whispers that spreads throughout and fills this dark space. To re-enter combat today,
Oh boy.
I would like everybody to roll a wisdom saving throw.
I knew it! I
Right.
knew it! I freaking knew it, and I don't like it.
Save.
Oh, Lord. I have
thank
no
God.
pluses to wisdom. Oh, no. 5. 5.
Did you roll a fuck?
No, I rolled a 3.
Yeah, that's almost worse. That's almost worse.
No, sorry, 13.
Okay.
I can't do math.
Whoa.
That's a big difference.
Totally
Those are
different.
That's very
Very
different.
different.
Words and numbers are hard for me.
I picked the wrong die, and I knew I did. And
I
then
know I did
And
too.
then I rolled a 6.
I rolled a 22, so...
Wow.
Fucking 22.
I'm a cleric! I have a plus 7!
Yeah, you rock.
Yeah, so JJ, you are close into Sayka, and so you hear the sort of beginnings of this, and so you brace yourself against whatever could be controlling Sayka's words in this moment. As it reverberates out, though, Fran and Gordon are going to take some damage.
No.
Oh, that was not that much.
Oh, sick.
It's only 5 psychic damage.
Hey, cool.
Wait, did I pass?
Yeah, you did. You got Ibra and JJ are going to take half, so 2 psychic
Yeah.
damage.
Yay!
That was insane.
Can we have that as like a sound, like a standalone
Yeah,
sound
just put it on
effect?
the soundboard. Off in the distance, the guardian beast starts breathing in rhythmic time with the reverberating whispers as they cascade across the room and fade out.
Oh.
Gordon, we're going to start with you today.
Great. What a puzzle.
If by puzzle you mean figure out how to not be dead.
Okay. I know we've been trying not to hurt the beast. However,
God damn it.
the eyes is a bridge too far for me.
Yeah.
Because that makes it seem like something is trying to come through from the other side, come through her. And that doesn't feel like Sayka's going to be okay. So I think I see Sayka's eyes, and then I'm immediately wanged with 5 psychic damage, and I'm like, and then like wiping the drool off my face, and blinking my eyes to come back into focus. And how far is the beast away from us?
I believe as we left off, the beast was kind of right up in your face, Gordon.
It's just right over me.
Yeah. So you have a great shot of its eyes. You're right up against it, and then you glance to the side and you see Sayka's eyes have that similar bestial quality.
Now, follow-up question, though. Are the eyes the same, or is the beast's eyes in Sayka, and are Sayka's eyes in the beast?
Whoa! Why are we starting with me? I feel like I'm about to make a mistake.
Okay.
That's how I feel
No.
every day of my
That's
life.
okay. Mistakes
Okay,
are
JJ.
part of it.
All right, well, I
You got
sort
it,
of
King.
wipe the drool coming off my face, and I blink my eyes really hard, and I see the beast, and he's right up over me. Oh, fuck. And I think I ignite a holy bomb.
Where?
Well, again, I have precision bomb making. So
Okay, sure. My question is like, your bombs are muffins. Do you like hold the muffin like under its belly, or like what do you? Where
Where are you throwing it?
Yeah, so if it's possible that I'm not going to get blasted into eternity, I think I toss it right under where it's sitting.
Sure.
I have precision bomb making, so I can pick, maybe it's just one friendly unit. I can't remember if it's one or multiple. But I can pick one or multiple units that aren't affected by the bomb blast.
You can choose one creature in the blast radius other than the target to automatically succeed on its saving throw against the bomb and take no damage from it. So yeah, you only would be able to have one person.
And there's all of us are in the circle.
All
right?
of us are in the
I'm
radius
fine.
except Fran.
So I think what I do instead then is I start yawing. I start going, yah, yah, and like trying to get the beast's attention and running out of the circle is what I do.
Is that
Okay.
for bears?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, bear. Yeah.
And you're gonna like be the distraction and run out of the circle.
I think so because
But doesn't he get distracted when you run towards the circle?
maybe okay. You're right. Here's what I do.
You got this.
I look to JJ. Are you holding Sayka?
I think, yeah, Sayka's like essentially in my arms right now.
So I think the only way I'm going to get the beast far away is if I snatch up a piece of Astra and start running with it. That Misha did not make a good face.
I think I made a great face.
Okay, great. That's what I do.
Are the tendrils still going from the bright Astra to Sayka's head?
They are.
Yeah.
Have fun.
I mean, do it.
Do it.
We don't
Do I
have enough
I have to make a
information.
wisdom save, right?
You're gonna make several checks this time. Yeah. So first off, you run up and grab the crystal. So first off, we're gonna need a wisdom saving throw.
I picked the wrong dice again. It's a 7.
Ian, put that dice in the spot.
Yeah.
You are immediately assaulted by an even more cacophonous flash of psychic visuals.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah, no.
They seem to span large portions of history. It
Great.
feels like some of the memories are from yesterday and some of them are ancient.
Yeah.
You're going to take 1 psychic damage,
This is going to go poorly today. I can just already tell.
and you drop the crystal as though touching a hot stove. I would like you to go ahead and just roll any die. We're going to do odds and evens.
Okay.
So not like an odd-sided die, please.
I did a D4.
Okay.
I rolled a 4.
A 4? Okay. So when you drop the crystal, it sort of rolls down the slope on the outside of the nest and away from Sayka.
Okay.
As it does, the string, the bright magical filament leading back to Sayka's temple sort of extends a little bit and then sort of tugs at the crystal, and it like has an elastic quality, but it does like stretch out a little bit, and it sort of clatters down away from the nest.
But it's still connected.
It's still connected.
See, I think we got to get this Astra disconnected from Sayka's head. That's what I think. Do I have any more time in my... Do I get a bonus action?
Yeah, so picking up a thing is a free object interaction, so that's free. You still have a little bit of movement left, and yeah, your whole action and bonus action if you have those sorts of things.
I run to the, rolled away piece of Astra, and instead of trying to pick it up, now I'm just going to try and floop it into the bag of holding so I don't have to touch it.
Ooh, okay.
Interesting.
Roll sleight of hand for me.
I like it.
Trying to pick...
That's so Gordon. That was so Gordon.
I picked the correct die.
Yay!
And I rolled a nat 20.
Yay!
Yeah, realizing now that you can't touch this thing, much like, your Dutch oven when you're baking a loaf of bread.
Been there, done that.
You know the exact protocols. You unzip the bag of holding, you scoop it right up, you zip it closed, and as soon as the zipper closes on the bag, the string disconnects, and it sort of flows gently up into the air and kind of disintegrates.
Okay, that's concerning.
Okay, so putting the Astra away severs the connection.
Yeah, because it's a different plane.
Got it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That's one.
How's Sayka looking, though?
Yeah, was there any...
Yeah.
Well, Fran, you might have to go up to Sayka and find
Okay,
out.
fine.
Okay, fine.
Great. I think that's all I got.
Okay. Do you want to, get further away? Do you want to... You have, I would say about half of your movement left.
I'm going to the next stone.
Oh, you're running around the edge of the nest.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good.
That makes sense.
Next up is the beast's turn.
Oh, no.
Ah, fuck me.
Okay.
The beast stalks in the darkness. Over the din of the cacophonous whispers, the growling sort of blends in. And so for a moment, I think each of you kind of, except for Gordon, who it was right in his face, the rest of you sort of maybe lose track a little bit of where the beast has gone. JJ, you were so absorbed in caring for Sayka, watching over Sayka in this moment, that I think it takes you fairly by surprise when this thing barrels out of the darkness towards you like a freight train. Ooh, 14 to hit?
Does not hit.
This thing, in its blind bestial rage, sort of is more intent on momentum than precise aim. At the last minute, you feel its hot breath on the side of your face and the entire side of your body, and it managed to pivot out of the way. Fantastic.
I pivot also with Sayka to try and also move her out of the way as well. That dodge.
Amazing. It's gonna turn around and attempt to bite at your hands to get you to let go of Sayka.
Oh.
Maybe this die needs to go to the spot. 12 to hit?
That does not hit
Hell
either.
yeah.
You should keep that dice going.
Yeah. You deflect this thing's giant tusks.
Ooh, tusks.
I feel like it's not actually, but my intention still coursing through the Astra in my bracer just lets me hold on a little tighter.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Ooh, yeah. Well, that's the beast's turn. Ibra, that's you.
I know, right?
That's my favorite response as a GM.
I don't want to hurt this thing, so all my attacks are going to be non-lethal.
Okay.
But it's gotten to the point where I have to do something. I have to protect my team and Sayka, and so
And Gordon.
you are my team, doofus.
No, I just wanted to specifically shout out.
And me!
And Gordon.
As long as I'm within 5 feet of it, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than me. So, actually, I'm going to spring heal,
Oh?
and I'm going to land on the beast.
Sick.
I want to ride the puppy.
Animal handling.
I want to ride the puppy dog.
Animal handling.
Yeah. Okay. The minute you land on this thing and make contact, the hairs on the back of your arms stand up on
static.
end.
Does it smell like it did in that ozone spot?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, excellent.
You've been looking for that smell this whole encounter.
I really have.
You get right up onto this thing, and instead of like an animal musk, yeah, it's just the smell of like lightning in a storm.
Oh my god, this thing's the whole building.
Yeah. I think you do see Ibra's, like, when
Yeah.
you get a balloon.
Are you bald? Oh, you have a.
I have hair. It usually covers my forehead,
Got
but
it,
right
right,
now it's
with
standing
birthmark,
straight
yeah.
up, and you can
Okay.
see my birthmark glowing a little
Got
bit.
it. Okay.
Super
Interesting.
Saiyan.
Super Saiyan.
I am. I'm going Super Saiyan.
Okay. Ride him, cowboy.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
I have another weird thing I want to try with Thorn Whip.
Okay.
I want to get creative.
Okay.
Oh.
I want to use Thorn Whip to
Lasso
my
Yeah.
creature, and if nothing else, create reins or some way to maneuver this creature.
Rain it
Sure.
in.
Yeah.
So this is kind of using Thorn Whip as a grapple.
Yes.
So-
and can I since this is an attack, can I use my battle die for a staggering strike?
Yeah. Yeah, you can. That's great.
That's so many levels of flavor. I love it.
So, yeah, you, like, extend one hand to the side of you, summon a Thorn Whip, send it, like, underneath this thing's neck, and grab it with your other hand and, like, pull and try to force it to its knees. Go ahead and roll that attack.
Dirty 20.
Nice. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead and roll damage as the thorns do sort of grip into its muzzle.
8.
Yo, that's the first damage you've done to the...
And I want to make it.
non-violent.
I
I
want to
know.
make it non-lethal. I want it to, like.
Sure, I think that, like, there's no way that you could kill it with Thorn Whip, but also, like,
True.
it's thorny. It's gonna pierce a little bit.
Yeah, like it's
Like one of those metal, like, dog things that,
Oh,
like,
the spike
the little
collars.
spiky collar.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get it to not run away.
I do need the beast to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, okay. Maybe I'm just never gonna roll above a 10 again.
Hey.
That's a dirty 10.
The day is young.
The DC
But
was
it could
13.
be good for us.
The creature is now incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Wow.
That's That's big.
Incapacitated.
Oh, that's huge.
Because of the thorns?
No,
because of staggering strike.
right.
So for those of you who don't know, Ibra now has 1 battle die, and one of the options is, as a bonus action, when you make a weapon attack against a larger or smaller creature, you can expend a battle die to attempt to daze the target on a hit. The target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or be incapacitated until the start of your next turn.
Wow, that rocks. That's with your class, right? Warden class, or?
This was my feat, Battle Adept.
Wow, cool. Okay, so anybody could theoretically get that.
So to be incapacitated means I can't take actions or reactions.
Dang!
Does anybody with D&D knowledge know if that also includes legendary actions?
I feel like legendary
No.
probably
It says
doesn't
action.
count.
It says actions.
It says
But
action.
legendary
though.
actions, I don't
Legendary
think
And you
actions
can't
are
take
own
reactions with
categories.
it.
You're a boss. A boss can do spooky things.
Okay.
Don't encourage them.
Hey, let the boss do the boss things. They let us gallivant about in the fantasy land.
Fair.
Let them do their one weird building trick.
No, legendary actions are affected by incapacitation.
Whoa.
Lair actions are not. Because lair actions do not belong to a creature.
Wow,
I was
But
right.
a legendary action still counts as an
The weirdest
action.
part of this is I was correct.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
Bravo.
huge.
That's wild.
Huge. You've just taken the beast out for an entire round.
Dang.
Whoa.
And I want to, I still get to use my words because using your words is important.
That's true.
I want to sort of whisper in the beast's ear, please, please, please. Just all intention. The only word I can think of to convey intention is please.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing. Fran, it's your
Oh
turn.
my God, okay. Because I'm towards the back. I was yanking wires.
Yep.
I was looking if they cleared the floor, and they kind of did.
They kind of did, but at the same time, there was just like such a thicket of them
Yeah.
across the entire room that what are you going to do? Pull all of the cables?
Exactly. So how far away am I from the nest?
You had not been running towards it
No.
as the same as the rest of the party. So like I'm going to go ahead and say like 75 feet
Oh
is
my
kind of what I gave
God.
everybody else.
Okay, I'm gonna go 30 feet. I'm
Okay.
gonna use my 30 feet. Ibra's riding the creature. JJ is currently still holding Sayka.
Yes.
You are moving towards the next Astro
already there.
Crystal. You're already at the next Astro
Yeah.
Crystal. All right, I'm gonna dash.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
dash and close the distance.
Sure.
What a useful use
That's
of
what
my
we
time.
had. All of us had to do that
I
earlier.
I know.
Well, I didn't. I was already there because I moved quickly. With
That's
the,
my turn.
authority.
Sometimes you gotta
Sometimes you-
just dash.
Sometimes you just got to run.
Fran,
Yeah.
you need to cut the cords, not
Okay.
the ones on the ground.
Okay,
The other ones.
cut the. Okay, wait. The cord's on Sayka's head.
Yeah,
Okay, so we're cutting the cords right now.
I think so.
Okay, sounds great.
I'm putting him in my bag.
Okay, great. Awesome.
Be careful when you touch the asteroid. It hurts.
Okay.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Sometimes that'd be your turn.
That's how I do.
JJ, you're up next.
All of history and my ancestry just appeared in my brain, so
Yeah.
that's
That's a lot
kind of a lot.
to take
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
And I'm fiercely holding on to Sayka now.
As you do, like she's continuing to whisper that litany in your arms. The violent effect of it has sort of washed through the room and faded out, but it hasn't stopped her. She's continuing
It
to
was
repeat.
protect, preserve, return.
Preserve, protect,
Preserve,
return.
Protect, return.
We haven't heard that before, right?
It sounds familiar.
Ooh, everybody roll
History.
just a flat intelligence check.
oh,
actually.
flat. Oh, okay.
I got a 7.
Okay. Yeah.
21.
13.
Nice.
21.
Yeah. So it's funny that Ibra's the only one who doesn't clock that.
Nope.
Because in the hallway, Ibra felt when you were like probing the cables in the stairway, we're feeling that sense of preserve and protect.
Oh, right.
Oh. What if the return? I'm trying to think if it's either return the Astro to its rightful place, or it's
return home.
return me to my normal form, which
Yeah.
is not this big beast creature.
Or like the cables were returning to the system that they were part of when they were disrupted.
The other question I have is like, you're on the creature. Is the creature made of wires? It's not, right?
The creature it has a more solid form than the wraiths you've been fighting, but it has that same sort of translucent quality.
Got it.
You can see its spine sort of lit up glowing blue.
Oh my God, so cool.
So you can like see its nervous system.
You can,
essentially.
yeah, it's like a little ghostly, but more solid than the wraiths. It's not like jelly. You can sit on top of it, and it feels like a beast.
Cool.
Cool.
Sick.
I feel like Ibra looks like they've taken a balloon and rubbed it on their hair right now.
Yeah.
It's just
Exactly.
stunning.
Best pastime in 6th grade.
Yeah.
Peak of
What do you
comedy.
mean 6th grade? I mean yesterday.
Okay, so putting it together.
Yeah. There's a lot of... I feel like we're getting close. Here.
Well, so to me, the Astra and the tendrils, they feel malevolent.
Okay.
That doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel safe for Sayka.
Okay.
And of course, what's the litany again?
Preserve, protect, return.
Okay, I'm just saying that just gives me corporate vibes.
It
right?
gives corporate vibes, but it's also, if it's in relationship to the Astra,
Right.
the idea here, I think, is like we have to bring the Astra back to its quote unquote rightful place. Because like we found the bright Astra in the ground, deep underground, where
Yeah.
it presumably belongs.
Right.
And we've been taking it out of where it belongs for our own purposes. And so I think it's like some kind of warning of like, we have to preserve the natural resources and return what we've stolen. That's what I think it is.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking there's something to do with the society of Balrogs that existed before, wanting to protect and preserve both the natural resources but also their lives and their livelihood, and then they want to return to the
because they were gone.
They want to return to the plane that they got banished from.
Yes.
What was the residue that was in the safe?
It's a bright Astra residue. So, like, the Astra that belonged to the guy who owned this factory, I believe, was taken
out of
it by either somebody else who tried to steal from it, who ended up down here, or by the creature itself, or some other fucky shit like that.
Yeah.
But, like, it was in the safe. So that's the other interesting thing is all the bright Astra we found, with the exception of the one underground, we found in safes of capitalists or government authorities.
Wow.
So, like, it's too dangerous to use, clearly, but, like, it's also important enough to put in safes.
So, yeah, I mean, like, what's the world in which this beast took down this entire factory?
That's the thing. I think the beast has essentially encapsulated the factory. Like, it has, its essence is the factory.
Yeah.
And presumably if it was, like, something that they were doing animal tests on or some other thing around it, like, it has become the factory.
So what do you think it wants with Sayka?
Well, I think it's trying to communicate.
I agree. Well, tell us when you're ready and we can shut up.
I will do something weird.
Do it.
I don't have a spell for this, actually.
Join the weird squad.
But I think like after, like, the last part of my vision was me reaching out to, like,
to
multi-generations
Josie.
of legacy reaching across for them to come forward.
Yeah.
I think paralleling that action, I will reach out and I will try, again, with the feeling of, like, if Astra is, like, thought made real, if magic is intention that we carry, I will try to grab hold very gently of one of the tendrils, like, reaching out to Sayka's head where one of the tendrils is rooted. I want to say, I'm here to protect you. I'm here to protect all of us. We need a way forward, not just to return. As I try to, I don't know what this is, but I'm going to try and safely disconnect the tendril from Sayka's head.
Sure.
Because you've seen me pull a thread before.
Yeah, but I don't know what that is.
Right. Fair. Fair.
Like, what are you doing with your head?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lynn, I love that you've taken this prompt of magic is thought made real and just gone, that means anything I think could be a spell.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'm trying some shit.
Will you go ahead and make a roll with your spell casting ability, which is wisdom, right?
Yeah.
So will you just make a wisdom check?
Yep. Just no proficiency or anything?
Nope.
8.
8? Yeah. I think you tug at it and you can feel some resistance, like it pulls at her head a little bit.
Got it.
It remains firmly rooted.
All right. Was that action?
That was an action.
Great. And then, if that was my action, I don't have many bonus action stuff, so I'll bonus action hold on to Sayka.
Fair enough.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Fair enough.
JJ, as you grip Sayka tighter and roll with her and do everything to protect her from the dangers coming her way, she keeps repeating, preserve, protect, return, preserve, protect, return. And then something in the bestial aspect of her eyes shifts. And when the litany comes back around again, she says, preserve, protect, return. And the syllable turn reverberates out across the space.
I'm scared.
Same.
JJ,
Oh, no.
I need you to please roll a wisdom saving throw.
Do good.
I see where you're at. Oh, I rolled bad.
No.
Wisdom save, 11.
Oh no.
Well, JJ, you're going to take 7 psychic damage.
Okay, that's fine.
And the word fills the space and crevices between your thoughts. And something of a bestial aspect bubbles up from within you.
Okay.
Some possessive nature.
What?
You need to protect Sayka from all dangers assaulting her.
Cool.
And so, I need you to immediately use your reaction to make a melee attack against any of your allies.
Yeah.
All right. Ibra's the one closest to me, right?
Well,
on the
Gordon
beast.
as well.
Well, Ibra's on the beast.
Yeah,
Gordon's closest.
Gordon's pretty
If
close.
it's-
Fran is the furthest away.
got it. I do think it probably would end up being the one who has incapacitated the beast also. If it is the one who, if I'm linking up with this bestial aspect, yeah, like from holding Sayka, JJ reaches down for their crowbar and then with a snarl, like tries to leap up and swings at Ibra.
JJ, whoa!
I would like the rest of my party to make perception checks, please.
Oh no. 19.
Nice.
I'm gonna put that die down.
Also, that's a 19 to hit.
Oh no!
10 perception check, and you hit me.
Great.
You hit me.
21.
You hit me, baby.
One more time.
Gordon, you see JJ drop Sayka back to the ground of the nest.
Gently.
Yeah, gently. No,
Gentle,
that's
yeah.
true. You see JJ sort of put Sayka back down inside the nest, grab their crowbar, and take aim at Ibra. As their face turns around, you can see those reflective predator retinas behind JJ's eyes.
Jesus. This is bad. This is bad.
And you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ibra, you're trying to wrestle this beast to its knees, and you're like spending all of your effort to coordinate this large thing, and then just blindsides you to the side of the head. Crack.
Ow!
Crowbar.
Get down!
Oh, no. What?
Gordon, that's you.
Okay, okay, so what am I putting together? One, it's not just the threads creating the problem, so get the Astra, but also JJ. I don't know what to do. I don't know whether I'm going to throw a holy bomb, because now I think we really have to get the beast. The beast is a problem. Well, I'm already standing at this Astra, so I think the next thing I do is just put the bag around the next piece of Astra.
Cool. Roll sleight of hand.
How many are there?
There's like a good dozen.
Jesus.
There's like a bunch.
Well, you're a baker. You get it.
Ouch!
You know dozens.
That was a fucking...
There would be 13.
That was a fantastic party point.
Yay!
11.
An 11 sleight of hand.
Yeah.
You attempt to scoop up the next crystal in the circle in like one fell swoop, but you trip over one of the cables at the thing. I'm going to give you a choice.
Yeah.
Would you rather let go of the crystal and have it roll back to where it was, or would you rather keep the crystal in your bag tethered to Sayka's head? Like you try to zip it back up, but it doesn't close over the thread.
Oh, got it.
So you can be attached to Sayka, or you can just let the crystal go.
I'm going to be attached to Sayka is what
Okay.
I'm going to do.
Great.
Yeah, 100%.
Sounds good.
Okay, cool.
You go to zip your bag closed, but the zipper like catches right on the thread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Great. Okay. Do I have the time to sling the bag over my shoulder and toss a holy bomb towards the beast?
Yeah.
I take a muffin out. I inject it with my white reagent.
Is it like muffin icing?
Oh.
I hate this.
Yeah, with a bunch of
Sauna.
little those little sort of shiny light green and pink, like sparkles in it. You know what
Yeah,
I
the
mean?
edible glitter.
Yes.
I love edible glitter.
It's got like a My Little Pony type of white color to it.
Amazing.
This feels
Yeah,
correct.
and it also like rainbows kind of emanate from it. You can't kind of look straight at it.
Sure.
I
This
love
is so
it.
Rainbow Dash.
Okay, so here's my question
The best pony.
So you're on the back, and you're presumably right next to them.
Yeah, I'm right next to
because
them.
you were having melee.
So,
Weird.
within the range, can you get Sayka out of the range, or...
I don't
can
know if you
pick
guys are right
back.
next to Sayka. I don't think you're next
You
to
can
Sayka.
pick JJ, Ibra, or Sayka.
Pick Sayka.
Oh, to not get hurt.
Well, I mean, I'm going to pick Sayka.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, smart.
14.
Okay. You like skip the muffin and try to get like underneath its belly.
Yep, exactly.
It explodes underneath it, but it's like this thing must have a tougher hide than most wraiths.
No shit.
Oh yeah, no hit, buddy.
It's got a dragon belly. Oh no, our dragon's the opposite.
It's got like a reverse dragon belly.
Reverse.
What's a non-reverse dragon belly? Like
well,
a scaly soft?
Yeah, dragon bellies are their weak point. You stab it in the the
it's
soft
soft down
underbelly.
there?
Yeah. Or at least that's just what I've heard. Not that I've ever like met a dragon.
I mean, like all lizards, yeah, it would make sense that that's
They
the
do have
soft,
very
squishy
soft
part.
bellies.
Ibra and JJ, you're gonna have to make dex saves, please.
Dexterity saving 14.
Yeah, what the heck?
Go ahead and roll damage because Ibra's going to take half damage from your holy bomb.
Okay,
Do
so
it, boy.
this is D8. Because Eber's not a celestial or an undead, right?
Correct.
Ah.
8.
So you're going to take 4 radiant damage.
Ow.
As the light from the holy bomb shines up through the flesh of the beast and hits you.
That reflected weird.
Sorry.
Right in my eye.
I'm sorry.
Ow.
Does the reflection instead show the predator reflection in my eyes?
Yeah. He's spooky.
Spooky, scary.
As my bonus action, can I run to the next piece of Astra?
No, but as part of your movement, you can go to the next one.
Oh, great. No, it's important. I need to get it.
Yeah, so this is the crazy thing about Dungeons & Dragons. The bonus action is its own separate piece of the general turn.
Yes.
It's not like an extra action you get.
Oh, interesting.
There are things that are termed bonus actions.
Got
and if you have one, you can do it during that phase of your turn.
Yes,
Got it.
Within your turn, you have an action, bonus action, and movement.
And Ian, I need to put this on tape. That's not your fault for misunderstanding.
Yeah.
That is the fault of Dungeons & Dragons,
Yeah.
the game.
The terminology, there are a lot of things where it's like a melee attack action and use your action to make a melee attack technically means different things.
Yes, and also like 2 attacks per action
Are different.
Yes.
So it's not your fault for being confused.
The terminology is arcane.
It's badly worded, but that is the case.
No, that's helpful. Because in my mind, it's like whenever there's a little extra piece, it's like bonus action?
No, like a bonus action is its own thing.
It has its
Got
own
it.
little things,
But if you'd like to move to the next crystal in the row,
Gonna move to the next crystal in the row.
super valid. Thanks,
Yeah,
bud.
love it.
Next up would be the beast's turn, but the beast is incapacitated. Nice work, fam. Which means it's Ibra's turn.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Something weird is happening with JJ.
Yeah.
They just hit me in the head, and I thought I saw something weird in their eyes, but then I got blinded by a holy bomb, so I can't be sure.
Yep.
So I have a question. I get 2 attacks per action.
When you take the attack action, you attack twice, yeah.
Is a thorn whip an attack action?
A thorn whip is a spell.
Okay, just checking. I was just wondering.
It's tricky.
It's tricky. See, Ian, this is what I'm talking about.
I know, I was gonna make a joke, but I didn't want to.
No, truly, it's a little arcane.
Yeah.
I'm going to Warden's Grasp the beast that I'm on, because I know that they're about to be
Oh, yeah.
released from this stunning strike.
Yeah, pretty good.
So until the start of my next turn, I can't move, and neither can the creature.
Hell yeah.
I'll remind you, because I tripped you up with this last episode, that its teleport gets around that.
It's true.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
But I'm curious what'll happen when it teleports out from under me.
So am I.
I'm so curious.
That's actually really interesting.
I'm like, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. I'm actually going to choose JJ as well.
You can pick more than one creature?
Each larger, smaller creature that you choose within 5 feet.
Whoa!
Oh, I don't know. It was each.
Yep.
Cool.
Whoa,
love
that's
when it
pretty
says
cool.
Cool.
So I'm going to choose both the Beast and JJ to be Warden's Grasp. They cannot move away without disengaging. I don't know what's going on with you, but whatever it is, snap out of it. We need to protect Sayka.
I am.
Whoa.
I kind of want to like thump JJ on the side of the head, but I don't actually want to hurt them. Just whap. No.
I mean, you can unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Just bitch slap him across the face.
Wake up!
Honestly,
Wake up, I said!
honestly, that's a thing to have. Like, you
can, go
smack
out.
her and go snap out of it.
I think that's what I'm going to do is the response is I am. And I think my first instinct is you're not. There's something wrong here. And because of their upbringing, all they really know is physicality a lot of the time. Ooh. So it's just like,
Oh, fuck.
you need a reality check. Just smack.
A little bit of General Shinmar creeping through.
Absolutely.
Oof. Go ahead and roll. It's a D20 plus your strength modifier for an unarmed strike.
22.
Nice.
That's a hit. Go ahead. Just do me a favor and go ahead and roll the second one. You get 2 slaps. Ibra, use double slap.
Yes.
It is mildly effective. No. The first one is effective. The second one is a natural fuck.
Oh. Yeah, but you get one good hard smack in. JJ, you're going to take 4 damage.
Cool.
Slapping damage.
4 slapped in the face damage.
Yeah. At that shock, your mind begins to clear.
Cool.
Sorry.
What just... Interesting. We're fine. We're fine.
We're cool.
We're fine.
I'm really sorry. I don't know what came over me. I'm
So
sorry.
cute.
The beast growls and thrashes underneath your warden's grasp of the thorn whip. Yeah.
Rah, rah.
I love that we're having this strange conversation while you're actively
Yeah,
wrestling
like
a
the thing-
giant beast.
Things like bucking and jerking, and you're just like, sorry.
You ever have like a conversation on like those rodeo bulls?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Actually, yes.
Try it sometime.
Okay, sick. That's rad.
Super weird lore for Bex.
Okay. All right. I want to know all about that later. For now, it's Fran's turn.
Okie dokie. All right, I'm within 15 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a crazy thing I want to try to do.
Okay.
I'm going to close the distance on... Sayka's still in the center of the nest with all of these tendrils attached to her
Yeah, there's
head.
a lot of people sort of crowded around this nest area at this point.
Okay, I'm going to stand over Sayka,
Okay.
and I'm going to take all the threads and I'm going to put them to my head instead.
Whoa.
Fran, I love you so much.
I love this.
Whoa. All of them?
All of them.
There's like a bunch.
I know.
11
There's
to be
11.
exact. Well, actually, maybe. Oh, yeah, 11.
Basically, yeah,
Yeah.
I want to take my 2 hands. I want to grab 6 or 5 in one hand, 6 in the other hand, and just very quickly transfer them into my head.
Like an Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to connect my consciousness and see if I can like get a better understanding of what's going on. Because at least these threads, from what I can see of them, feel in some way connected to something that I understand. And at the very least, Sayka cannot be in danger.
You attempt to pull the strings up and towards your head instead. I think you've been far away and like you're moving fast and you're just trying to like change the situation.
Yes.
You attempt to disconnect them from Sayka's head, and as you pull these threads, you can feel them run through the palms of your hands, and the direction that they run through makes it clear to you that these things are generated from Sayka. They're not coming from the crystal. Like, they're anchored to Sayka. That's where they're coming from.
Oh, that's helpful.
But without like more time to think, you're already like committed to your decision here. I think you just like take the fistful and jam yourself into the center of the process.
Yes.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Okie
You get
dokie.
advantage on this.
And I would like to remind everybody that I have no pluses to this.
But you have advantage.
I have advantage? Oh,
Yes.
right.
Because of my
Thank you.
beacon of hope.
Beacon of hope. 15.
15, yeah.
15.
You are transported far and away. You find yourself floating adrift in a sea of voices and in a void, not dark, but that glows from all directions with a soft blue. At first, the voices are just too plentiful. They're mixed together, laughs of joy and cries of sorrow and screams of fear and growls of the beasts. And it takes you a moment to remember that you are one person who came here on purpose and not one tiny drop in this vast ocean. And as soon as you come back to yourself in that moment, you can see Sayka curled up in the fetal position, like floating in space.
Okay. How close is she to me?
A few feet away, but as soon as you have the thought, move towards her, you float in her direction.
Yeah.
And within a moment, you're floating right next to her.
Okay. I'm gonna like grab her shoulder and try to like turn her upright from the fetal position.
Sayka wakes up. Her eyes are normal. It's clearly her back there. She's scared. She is frightened. She's floating in a blue void. She goes, What? Where are we?
I don't know. But we're here together, so that's pretty good.
Together.
Yeah.
She reaches out and grabs your hands tight. Inside of the blue void, shapeless things start swirling together. Off in the distance, a huge cyclone begins to form.
Cool.
And it slowly creeps its way towards you. Hey there, it's Misha. This is the rest stop. Come take a break beside the path with me, just until we catch our breath. We are rolling full on into summer here in the Northern Hemisphere, and finally I'm seeing some light at the end of the long work-crammed tunnel that this spring has somehow been. And I know I'm really looking forward to taking some time to be outside, breathe in some fresh air, bask in the sun, maybe go to the beach? Could be! And what's a better beach activity, or park activity, or even just a stay inside and crank the AC activity than listening to a really good storytelling podcast? I don't know, and please don't tell me. But if this thought process sounds like someone you know, please do us a favor and tell them about us. Or even better, send them a link to an episode. Despite all the fancy algorithm-driven methods available to us all in 2025, word of mouth is still the absolute best way for a podcast like ours to spread and grow. It would really help us out. And speaking of helping us out, another great way to do that would be to sign up with us at one of our tiers over at patreon.com/wanderingpathpod. No new paying members this month, but a huge shout of thanks, as always, to our Voyager level patrons and above, JWX, Aubrey L, Claricite, The Queer Mess, and Madison M. Here comes the shout. Ready? Thanks! We've also actually had a ton of people signing up with us this month as free members, and we're so glad to have you. But did you know that you can pay us just a few dollars a month and get cool rewards like ad-free episodes, bloopers for every episode, peeks into our notebooks, and more? Well, hopefully you do, because I say this in every episode. But it's true. And truly, every dollar helps to bring us life, sustain us, and bring us to new seasons. So if you can, please help us out. One more time, patreon.com/wanderingpathpod. The Wandering Path is sponsored this week by Tab for a Cause, a browser extension that lets you raise money for charity while doing your thing online. Whenever you open a new tab in your browser, like if you need to look up the difference between a tornado and a cyclone for some kind of weird dream sequency thing for your D&D game, Tab for a Cause will show you a beautiful photo and a small ad. Part of that ad money goes towards a charity of your choice, and there's a ton of charities and causes to choose from, like reproductive health, bail funds, Action Against Hunger, Human Rights Watch, climate change action groups, and more. And best of all, you get to choose how much of your contribution goes where. The power is in your hand. I've been using Tab for a Cause for years now, and it just makes me feel like a better citizen of the world every time I open a new tab in my browser. And that's like a small hit of dopamine throughout my day that I don't know, it's just like a nice floor. You know what I mean? Join our team by signing up at tabforacause.org/wanderingpath and help support your favorite causes and your favorite podcast, which is us. I know it is. You don't even have to tell me. One more time, sign up with us, tabforacause.org/wanderingpath.
Craving your next action-packed adventure? Audible delivers thrills of every kind on your command, like Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir, where a lone astronaut must save humanity from extinction, narrated with stunning intensity by Ray Porter. From electrifying suspense and daring quests to spine-tingling horror and romance in far-off realms, unleash your adventurous side with gripping titles that'll keep you guessing. Discover exclusive Audible originals, hotly anticipated new releases, and must-listen bestsellers that hook you from the first minute. Because Audible knows there's no greater thrill than the one that speaks to you. Discover what lies beyond the edge of your seat. Start your free 30-day trial at audible.com/WonderyUS. That's audible.com/WonderyUS.
Okay, that's it for now. Let's get back on the path and back to the show. Fran, you are floating in a swirling blue void with...
I'm gonna kick you.
Fuck.
and in the sky it says "Surrender, Sayka."
Yes, surrender, Sayka.
No, you're here with Sayka, and she seems just as confused as you are.
Yeah.
She turns to you, sort of witnessing this approaching, swirling blue cyclone off in the ephemeral void. Mm-hmm. And she just goes, "Where are we? I just want to go home."
I do too. How tall is the cyclone?
Huge, immense. Like skyscraper size.
So is the cyclone on the same plane as where our feet are?
No, I'd say you're sort of floating up in the sky as it creates like it doesn't seem like there's a ground to this place,
Yes.
is the other thing.
Yes.
But no, like the funnel of it extends far below you and far above you.
I see what you're doing here. All right.
It's
Some kind of
Twister.
Kingdom Hearts 2 boss battle or
some
example.
kind of Ursula's head type shit.
It's a twister.
It's a twister.
All right, let me think here. Okay. So, most Astra is blue, like
Clear.
the Astra that we...
No, ours
that
is
we
clear.
Clear?
Yep,
Okay.
it's all
like
clear.
glass.
The bluest thing that you have seen is like the beast's spine,
Got
or the wraith's central column.
Okay.
Their
Those-
central nervous system is esque things.
Lights up blue.
Okay. And the cyclone is coming towards us?
It's huge. It's kind of hard to get like a perspective read, but it
Right.
feels like it's getting closer.
It's all up in here. Okay, I think I grab Sayka by the shoulders and I just say like, "Wake up!"
It's time to wake up, little one.
Wake
Lots
up!
to do.
Yeah.
Damn, pop off, throw back.
Wait, what was that from?
That's from the first episode.
Ian, that's
the
from
first
our
episode.
show.
Okay,
It's
well,
from the first episode.
Okay, well,
Ian, you're back to negative points.
No, it's okay.
No, the penalty of not remembering your own
that's
story is
fine.
penalty itself.
Yeah. Just the threat of the points being
Happy
taken away was enough.
anniversary.
Wow. Go. Can you roll a charisma save?
Yes, I can. I can do that. Maybe this one. You got this, baby.
I don't have high hopes for this.
That's a 10.
It's a 10.
It's a 10. Could be
worse.
Could be better.
Sayka just looks at you, afraid, and just goes, how?
I don't know. I thought that would work. Okay. I think okay, so that's like what, my action?
No, that's
Okay,
just
cool.
speaking.
That's okay, speaking. I think, if the cyclone's coming towards us, and it's the only thing we see,
Yep.
I do think we have to go into the cyclone. Got to go into the spin. So I grab Sayka's hand and I say, "This is going to be really scary, but I think it's the only thing left to do. Do you trust me?"
Ooh, roll persuasion.
Okay. That's an unnatural 20.
Hey, you don't need it.
Yeah, Sayka looks you right in the eye and goes, I trust you.
Okay. We'll see if it was worth it in a second. And I grab her hand and I psychic move us.
Yeah, you fly.
Yeah, I fly into the cyclone. It's the only thing here, so I think it's part of it.
Into the unknown.
Into the unknown.
Yeah, I was like, none of us can nail that now.
Sometimes I can in the car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I would never subject any human being to hearing that.
You grab Sayka's hand and fly directly into the cyclone. You are buffeted by strong, swirling blue winds on all sides. It's hard to maintain a heading, but through your determination, through your belief that like this is the only thing to do, you manage to find your way through to the eye of the cyclone.
Yeah.
The only way out is through.
Inside the eye, the swirling fog parts, and you can see overhead a blue sky with a blue sun.
What? Wow.
And the swirling, loud winds coalesce into one statement.
We're sorry.
What does it mean?
I don't know, but I think that's a great time to move to the next turn, don't you?
Fair enough.
JJ, that's your turn.
Go back. Go back to the...
I don't want to know more.
Go back to the cyclone!
I want to know more.
I relinquish my turn to go back to the cyclone.
So, is Fran physically still in the space and is just mentally in the same
Yeah,
plane as
from
Sayka?
your
Yeah,
perspective,
what is happening? What do we see in this
Fran
moment?
picked up all of the threads from Sayka's head
Bad idea.
and sort of like touched the bundles to her temples.
Worst idea.
And then Sayka's eyes and Fran's eyes both went like a milky blue white, and they froze in place.
Oh shit, I can't move.
I'm sorry.
I apologize in advance.
I did say that.
You did say that. I did in fact say that. Am I still, I know it's weird because we're doing theater of the mind.
Yeah.
But am I still within touch distance of Sayka?
I'm going to roll something to find out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because that feels like the fairest way to
Yeah.
decide. 10 or below, no. 11 to 20, yes.
Great.
15, yes.
Oh, great. So I don't really know what's happening there, but I want to do weird things that I don't have spells for.
Let's talk about it, bud. This is a storytelling game. We're here to make the story.
Yeah, I think that if I'm still within like reach, like physically touch distance with Sayka, I had two thoughts on two things that I want to do. It's either commune with the beast or commune with Sayka and Fran. And I think for either of those two options, I also need to grab onto those tendrils just next to me. So I won't grab fucking all of them, but I will grab like maybe one or two and also do the exact same thing that Fran did.
Cool.
Interesting. Okay, so this is interesting because Fran has had training from Fuller about what to do with these filaments.
Yes.
And you have not.
I have not. I
Yeah, you
don't
weren't
know what is
there.
happening,
Yeah.
but having touched the Astra and had that vision, and the things about like cables, and I was talking off mic about like batteries and stuff, like JJ is like, there is something like, there's magical circuitry at play, and I don't know what that means quite yet,
JJ Smart.
but trying to tap into it in some shape or form.
Okay. I think that's another wisdom saving throw, please.
Yeah.
We're just making it up. We're making up stuff to make the story
I'm going to
happen.
be doing this with advantage because of emboldening bond, not emboldening bond, beacon of hope. Okay, 17.
Whoa. You pick up one of the tendrils and sort of try to also bridge your mind into it. You're not picking up all the tendrils. You don't have the training that Fran has. I'm not going to put you in that blue void, but I do think that like the feeling that Fran and Sayka are now sending along the transmission lines makes its way back to you. I think that you definitely know that Sayka is herself in there. That's the first thing. The second thing is you get the sense of the eye of the storm. Fran, what feeling, what reaction to what you've just witnessed gets sent to JJ in this moment?
Because the last thing I heard was like, we're sorry. And I think you probably just get like, sorry for what?
Confusion.
Yeah. Curiosity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, the flavors, like, there's light fear, but not as much fear as I would have expected when reaching into it.
Yeah, I mean, like, things are definitely going a little, like, slower and less lethally.
Yeah.
Wherever that is. If somebody's apologizing for something, and Fran's first instinct is not run away immediately or hit it back, then something else is happening in there.
I see. Not quite understanding what is happening wherever they are, but knowing that they're still up against something, I will also add, I'll use my class feature, Emboldening Bond, to target Sayka, Fran, and Ibra, since you're all closest to me.
Buddy.
So that's that plus D4 on things?
Yes, so that would be, you also get a D4 to any attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Nice.
So, Fran, you have advantage on wisdom saves and death saves.
Cool.
As well as plus a D4 on any attack, ability check, or saving throw.
How does that manifest in the eye of the storm? Do I see any sense of JJ?
Yeah. Yes, you do. I think what it actually is that, like, sort of next to you in the eye of the storm, like a glowing shape sort of takes form out of the blue fog, and it's like a small dwarf girl.
Aww.
And at first you go, is that Josie? Is that JJ's sister? And then it sort of coalesces, and it's actually just young JJ.
Oh my god.
And it's her giving the same little thumbs up.
The
And she
approval.
and she just goes,
You got this.
Aww.
and then she sort of like fades.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, So when Fran connected the threads to her head, did the threads stop being connected to the Astra?
No, it's sort of like from Sayka's head to Fran's head to the Astra.
Damn.
Thread head.
That was good. It's such a pickle because I can't really attack the beast because we're all so close. I can't just go running because I don't really have any, not to mention that the beast is incapacitated. So it can't run, but like it wouldn't chase me, I don't think, because I don't have enough stuff to get it away from everybody. So I don't really, I think I just have to keep collecting this Astra.
Keep on scooping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, do you think that's the most effective way, scooping them up one by one?
Well, that's what I want to know is it's like, could I, if I devoted my entire turn to it, like how could I get, because also it seems like we're close enough that it doesn't really have to be a lot of movement, right? We've been talking about moving to them.
No, but like scooping them up carefully so that you don't touch them does take an action.
Time. Oh,
you know?
Got it.
So like, yeah, it's really up to you that like which strategy you want to be doing. You know.
How many do you think I could collect in one turn if I didn't do that and rolled well?
I think you could get 3.
Okay, let's try that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think because I feel like I'm running out of time.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you're going to expose yourself to some physical harm.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make that wisdom saving throw.
Fuck. A 10.
Oh no.
God damn it!
Of the ones who was unfortunate that they were out of my range for the thing I cast at the beginning of this fight.
No.
Sorry.
Man.
I mean, you're not like in super danger, right?
It's not that.
It just sucks. It sucks.
It just sucks when you're like,
It's annoying.
I don't feel like I can do anything, and the thing I keep wanting to try
Hurts
to do,
you.
which
Yeah.
doesn't even feel right. Yeah, it's
No,
like you're
I
failing.
think it's helping.
You're like used to the feeling and you can kind of feel it coming. So, but from all 3 crystals at once, you get hit for 6 psychic damage.
God damn it.
Ooh.
Do I grab them or do I drop them?
You drop them. Will you roll another like odds and evens to see which way they fall?
Odds.
Odds they fall back into the nest towards Sayka and the rest.
Stupid nest. It's my turn.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Hey, it's sometimes you're gonna get shocked by the crystals.
Yep. The beast thrashes against its bonds. It attempts to like lunge for JJ, lunge for Fran, lunge for Gordon. It can't move. It is stuck in place.
Hell yes.
Nice.
And so,
Uh-oh.
realizing that it's just thrashing in all directions, it's going to attempt to buck Ibra off, I guess.
Sick.
Will you roll athletics, I guess?
Yes, I will. Does a 24 beat it?
Yeah, I think a 24 is enough to hold it in place. Yeah, so this thing sort of like thrashes against its bonds, but you manage to like, you know, perfectly ride the bull and just sort of like hold on tight.
Yeehaw.
The tiniest
And I cannot stress this enough.
Okay, so then it's gonna try to turn around and like snap at your feet, I guess, to like pull you off with its jaws. 19 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Finally, I hit with something. It's been like this all day. It's gonna be 11 piercing damage.
Jeez.
Wow, there were the high rolls. And 11 psychic damage.
Whoa.
Jeez.
This thing finally gets a good fang deep into your leg. And as it does, it sends a jolt up your nervous system and directly to the brain.
Oh.
Brain freeze.
But that's all the beast can do this turn, because it can't really move. And, nope, didn't recharge that teleport move. Oh, to recharge. Oh, wherefore art thou recharge? So that means that Ibra is up next.
It's like that Peter Griffin
Yeah, I
meme
was
where
about
it's
to
just,
say.
for 5 whole minutes.
Well, then the voice of your trainer Mubarak in the back of your mind goes, "Pain is merely weakness leaving the body."
Okay. I wish you would leave faster. I see that they are tapped into the Matrix over here. Is there any way to use my attack to try to, since I'm riding this bull to try to use my attack and my thorn whip reins to try to move this animal away.
Yeah. You and I would do an athletics contest for a shove action.
Okay.
Shiv.
For a shove action, so that would not be an attack roll. That wouldn't be an attack action. So I wouldn't get 2.
Shove is part of an attack, so you could do it, I think.
Excellent. I love a special melee. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use the shield.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my shield arm, and I'm gonna smack the back of the beast.
Ooh,
Okay,
wow.
like giddy up.
Exactly.
Okay.
A giddy up.
18.
Yeah, that'll beat me.
Oh, yeah.
You smack the beast in even deeper than its like primal protective rage is get hit run. And you can shove it 5 feet wherever you want it to.
Away from this nest.
Sure. It yelps and like leaps to the side a little bit and sort of like slips down the outer edge of the nest.
All right, I'm gonna go for one more.
Okay.
18.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, 5 more feet further away from the nest. This thing, you've successfully pulled and wrangled this thing 10 feet away from the nest.
Okay, I would like to use my thorn whip reins to kick my legs over the side and slide down the side of the beast, and hopefully, not quite intentionally, but also for flavor, the thorns of the thorn whip, as they slide across the neck of the beast, dig in just a little bit.
Okay.
And just mostly for discomfort and flavor, not actual damage.
Well, it's face contorts and rage. Is that what you were looking for?
Kind of, yeah. I want it focused.
Yeah, exactly.
I want it focused on me.
Okay.
Completely.
Your
Great.
your tongue stuck out so far when you made that noise.
It's disgusting.
It's Jabba the Hutt when Jabba the Hutt's getting
Oh
choked.
yeah. Precisely.
And then I don't know how big this thing's neck is.
Big. It's like big sort of buffalo beast neck, like.
Got it. So I
Yeah.
probably can't fit my arms around, but I want to find another way to grapple this thing from the ground. If that
Sure.
means sliding underneath it and going for the legs.
Yeah, I think that
Well, steer wrestling's a thing.
Yeah, I think if you're using this thorn whip, which mechanically has sort of lost all of its power by this point,
yeah.
we're just using it for flavor. But if you want to sort of take the rope and swing down beside it and just keep hold of it and pull in a direction, that's fair too.
Yeah, I wanna drag this beast back towards the hallway even.
Sure. I mean, you can only get at those 10 feet. But,
Yeah, for sure.
But, you can continue that direction. I think you only got a bonus action left. What do you want to do?
I want it facing me, and I want my back to be to the hallway behind me,
Okay.
where we came from. And then I want to Warden's Grasp.
Okay.
Reset it. I can't move, and it cannot willingly move away from me without disengaging.
This thing, I gotta say, it's not in a mode of thought to be let me disengage. I'm gonna disengage from this.
Yeah. I'm gonna re-engage. I'm gonna double
This thing
down.
is fully engaged.
This thing hurts, but I'd rather it be mad at me and targeting me than any of my peers.
Smart.
Classic Ibra, wouldn't you say?
Ow.
Okay, Fran,
I'm in a tornado.
you're in a tornado. You're in a tornado that just apologized to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's on anxiety.
Yeah. Yeah. So being in the center of this thing, I presume it's Kingdom Hearts Little Mermaid rules where I can kind of levitate up or down.
Yeah,
Cool.
sure.
I'd like to, if I can see the sky,
Yeah.
I'd love to take Sayka's hand and start heading up towards the sky. That feels correct to me.
Sure, yeah, full
Yeah.
speed.
Yeah, I think we're sorry. And I think I did audibly say, sorry for what? So is there a response to that?
There is, but it's multitudinous, so it's just 1,000 different voices apologizing for 1,000 different things cascading around the cyclone.
Yeah, I grab Sayka's hand and I start heading up. There's nowhere to go but
Yeah,
up.
you fly up and directly into the
sky,
sunlight.
yeah.
You leave all feeling and form behind you.
Whoa.
Your only thoughts upwards and out.
Yeah.
Eventually, the sunlight surrounds and blinds you.
Okay.
Everything around you is like a blue-tinged white.
Okay.
Almost for a moment, like the end of your vision.
Yeah.
The end of the prophecy. in which that white light blasted out from all directions. Just for a fleeting moment, it brings you back to that moment.
Yeah.
And before you can linger on that thought for too long, you come back to reality. You come back to yourself. Your eyes clear. Sayka's eyes clear. And the filaments connecting Sayka's mind to your mind to the Astra waver and flicker and dim.
Oh.
But they stay?
They stay.
Oh.
But something about them seems weaker.
Okay. Wow.
What do you do?
I kind of look at Sayka and I see if she's like conscious.
Yeah,
Is she with us?
She's coming out of it. It takes
Okay.
her longer than
Okay.
you. You come back to yourself pretty fully, pretty quickly.
Okay.
Around you, your friends can notice that you've come back to yourself fully. Sayka seems a little more dazed, a little more out of it, but her face no longer reflects that bestial aspect. Like,
Okay.
she's coming out of it. It might just take her a little longer.
Oh my God. Okay, I think that I'm going to, I guess, fully cover Sayka. Like, I'm just going to be on top of Sayka.
Okay.
I got my wrench out, and I think I look at the Astra around me. Do I get a sense that it's responding in any kind of way at this moment?
Yeah, roll Arcana.
Oh boy, here we go. Okay. That is a 19.
Yeah, these things are dimming in time with the strings. You get the sense that whatever spell they were winding up, whatever ritual they were enacting is sort of powering down.
Oh, wow.
It's not completely gone yet, but whatever you've done, bringing Sayka back from wherever she was, has significantly weakened the spell.
Okay, that's terrifying.
Ibra, you can see past the shoulder of the beast, and you can see Fran come back to herself. And synchronously with that moment, the beast starts thrashing. It pulls fully with all of its strength against your whip, your reins. The thorns start digging into the sides of its neck, and it seems like it stopped caring. It is using now 100% of its effort to react to whatever Fran has done behind it, without even seeing it.
Keep doing what you're doing. Whatever it is, it's good.
Okay.
JJ, that's you.
Okay. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you, actually. You were in there for a second. You were like baby. It was like baby you. It was like you, but like younger.
Okay.
Okay. We'll talk about it later. Great.
Now that I can move freely, I will crouch down also to where Sayka is, like, still getting her bearings.
Mm-hmm.
And in a similar whisper to when she was, like, recanting whatever mantra that was on a loop, just to help her come to, I will softly say, like, it's okay. You're back. We've got you. And we're in this together. Everything will be fine, okay? Okay.
I trust you.
And, just because I feel like she, even if she's not injured, just for the sake of either flavor or maybe mechanically, that will be my healing word as well.
Neat.
Cool.
Oh wait, we're in my Beacon of Hope, which I believe...
Gives max healing. That's part of it.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Woo!
Whatever your max
So, because I only had second level spell slots left, healing word was cast at second level, so that will be 12 points of healing, should it apply.
Some of the strain relieves itself in Sayka's face, and the filaments dim even more. Gordon, the one that you had caught in your zipper snaps. It's now fully in your backpack.
Hell yeah. So that's 7 and 1 spec.
So that is healing word, which is a bonus action. I'll squeeze her hand, like, 3 times and then follow one of the lines that I was holding, and I will also attempt to grab one of the Astra and disconnect it
Yeah.
to the best of my ability, and I don't really know how.
Sure. Go ahead and roll a wisdom save with advantage this time. Actually, you already have advantage.
Yes.
Double
do it
advantage.
anyway.
What's 8 plus 7?
15.
15.
That number.
What felt before like a piece of aircraft cable made of light, this tense, taut, unbreakable thing, now snaps as easily as cotton thread. You put like 1 foot down on the filament and take the crystal. You get a brief flash of that moment in your lawn in your neighborhood with the generations of your family. Like that image briefly passes through your mind so fast you can't even notice any details about it. And
at that feeling, I just say, like, kind of to myself, thank you.
As the filament snaps, the rest of the threads flicker and wink out. The space around you starts to rumble and warp and twist. The cables lining the ground of the basement begin to writhe like a pit of snakes.
I forgot about the cables.
The rage filling the beast floods out of it. And Ibra, you see its face go hollow. It was pulling you back towards the nest, and all of a sudden, it goes slack-jawed and wide-eyed and tries to bolt in the opposite direction, down the hallway.
It can't willingly move away
I know
from
it can't,
me.
but the direction it's been pulling reverses.
Oh, it's scared.
The space begins to rumble and crumble and writhe and distort and twist.
Time to go.
Gordon, that's you.
Why do I keep getting the first round of all the crazy stuff?
You rolled first initiative.
That's true. That's how.
That is in fact why.
Okay. We're all super close, so I put my hands on both of you and I start pulling everyone up to their feet, and I say, "Let's go right now."
I'm with the bread guy.
And I guess I just dash for the door.
Absolutely.
Great.
How many pieces of Astra are left on the ground?
Like 8 or 9.
But you have one in your hand, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I tried.
No, I
I
understand.
fucking tried.
Okay. Well, that's it. It's the beast's turn. The beast still can't move. Is that correct?
Until the start of my next turn.
It is going to use all of its action, bonus action, whatever. It wants to take the dash action to run as far away as possible. That happens to be 0, but it's not going to attack you. It's just trying to run.
Damn.
Whoa.
Ibra, that's you.
Okay, this thing wants to leave, so I think we should too. You know what? Can I swing back onto the beast?
Yeah, you can.
Yee! And I cannot stress this enough.
Yeah. You grab the rope, swing your leg back over the hump on the beast's back, and do you release your warden's grasp?
It's the start of my it's until the start of my next turn.
Oh,
so
great!
It's
So it's gone. So as soon as you swing back up on its back, the beast bolts down the hallway with you riding it.
Could I thorn whip an ally and pull them towards me? Could I thorn whip a piece of Astra?
Ooh, yeah.
I want to thorn whip a piece of Astra and pull it towards me.
Okay, roll an attack.
Oh.
Maybe not.
11?
11's not gonna do it. I think. I'm sorry.
Man, the dice really do not want us to have this
They
Astra.
said no Astra for you.
No.
Okay.
Anything else?
It's hard for Ibra to leave without the rest of the group.
That's fair.
If it helps, you're not really leaving. It's just.
We're in Princess Zelda. The tower is collapsing.
But I mean, you're not leaving. You're just holding on to this thing.
You're
that
just
is-
in front.
Yeah.
You're not,
Okay.
You're not leaving anyone.
All right, then I'm just gonna ride.
Yeah.
Ye motherfucking haw.
Yeah, absolutely. This thing books it down the hallway. All of that speed it was using to ram and charge at you in this entire fight is now spent getting you as far down that hallway as it can go. Fran, that's you.
Yeah. Okay, so Sayka's on her feet. Mm-hmm. Gordon started leaving.
Yeah.
I took the dash action.
He took the dash action. JJ is near me.
Yes.
What are the advantages I get with emboldening bond?
Plus a D4 and stuff.
Plus
Yeah,
a D4
plus a
and
D4 on
Okay,
attack
cool.
rolls, ability checks, and saving throws.
I would love to try and just scoop up as much Astra as I can before
Okay.
I leave.
Yeah, we'll call that a deck save.
Deck save. Okay.
Because you're not being careful about it. You're just scooping.
Yeah, I'm just scooping, and I get to add a D4.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay. That is an 18 plus 1, 19.
Yeah, you scoop up. Are you trying to keep one hand on Sayka's shoulder to support her as you run?
Yes.
Okay, then you get 2 Astra crystals.
Okay, fine.
That's still pretty good.
It's better than 0.
Sure.
I got 0.
All right.
And then you head for the
then
door.
I'm dashing.
Sure.
It kills me. It's killing me.
I only got 2 pieces over 5 turns, I think. So
This is killing me, though. Like, there's so much. And it's
Ditto,
going to get
though.
lost forever.
JJ?
So the cables are writhing,
Yep.
and it's dicey.
The space around you feels fragile.
Got it. Just in immediate preparation, bonus action, spiritual weapon that says danger high voltage.
Yes.
Amazing.
It'll follow me. I'm now out of spell slots. It'll be following me as we run in case we need to cut through any of the cables on our
So
way
it's
out.
cutting through any
Yeah, it's
cables
trying
that
to
are
like
chasing
cutting
you.
through cables. I'm bushwhacking through the writhing mess.
Incredible.
As I am also helping Fran and Sayka move through this. I don't know if that will allow us to move at full pace or not.
Yeah, with both of you, then yeah.
Yeah, so that is whatever action economy is necessary for that.
Sure. Well, listen, we're leaving initiative behind a little bit.
We're out of here.
Yeah.
It's Chinatown, baby.
Yeah.
You all book it for the exit as the space writhes and rumbles around you. As you all turn and head towards the hallway back towards the entrance, the spotlight down on the nest, which was coming from nowhere, winks and goes out.
That's terrifying.
I would like everybody to make Dex save, please. All bonuses and good things apply.
Dex save? Oh no. 9.
Dex
Do I get it too?
No,
No,
unfortunately.
you weren't in the range. It was Sayka. I could only choose 3 creatures.
I thought I'd ask because
Yeah.
I rolled a 9.
14.
12.
Man, it's just not my day.
Ibra, you actually get advantage because you're on the back of the beast.
Oh, sick.
That's like a quote-unquote help action from the beast.
Yeah, rar.
Oh, okay. Dirty 20.
Wow.
First, Ibra. The beast underneath you flies like the wind back down the hallway and up the stairs, and at the threshold of the stairs up to the main section of the factory, trips over some unseen force. You go flying off its back and skidding across the floor.
Ow.
But you were back out in daylight. JJ, you sprint your way back to the staircase, and as soon as you reach the staircase, like the cables nipping at your heels behind you fall away into darkness, and you, without looking back, just sprint back up the stairs to meet Ibra upstairs. No sign of the beast. It seems gone. Gordon and Fran.
Man, Mayana's holding her face in
I
her
know.
hands right now.
Gordon and Fran, you trail behind Ibra and JJ headed towards the exit. Fran, you hand Sayka off to JJ to make sure she gets out okay.
She has a kiss to happen. Make sure it happens.
Oh my god.
Gay.
Yeah.
Girl, what?
And you thrust Sayka into JJ's arms as she makes her way up the stairs. Your feet get tripped up underneath you on the cables, and the darkness folds in and around you. You can't even find each other in this darkness. It is all-consuming. There is no point of light. It is so dark that you might almost forget that you had a body to begin with.
Gordon, if this is it, I'm glad that I'm not alone, and I'm glad you're with me.
Yeah, me too.
There's a third person in this darkness with you.
Be the night. Please be the night.
Oh fuck. No.
I like it.
And out of the darkness steps a knight in resplendent armor.
Okay, no, I like it. We're back.
I'm glad I got there.
What does he look like? Or they? Oh, it's dark. We don't know.
It's dark, but like a very dim light glints off the armor, and you recognize it as the same armor you had in the prophecy vision. Oh my god. And a calm, soothing voice says, "You're not done. Not yet." And the darkness unfolds around you. Fran and Gordon, you are standing outside the fence to the factory.
Teleported?
Gordon, BG, bounds up to you and jumps onto your chest and starts licking your face.
Oh, BG. Hey, bud. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see you. We're alive. I start hugging
Yeah,
Fran.
it's like a big group hug.
Back in the factory, JJ is now looking through the door in the basement going, Fran? Gordon?
Yeah.
Do you hear our cries from the outside
gonna
and
say-
you think we're getting crushed?
No, from outside the factory out in the lawn, you hear Fran and Gordon like shout sobbing.
What? I take off running.
Yeah.
I'm holding Sayka.
Ibra, you run outside to see Fran and Gordon like hugging and sobbing.
Ibra was like about to take off back into the darkness and the abyss, and then heard the shouting, was like, yeah, and redirection.
Yeah, you turn around, they seem fine. BG's out there. Radathor's kind of standing off to the side, looking more confused than ever.
I'm just gonna run up to them and hug them.
Yeah.
Hi.
You're beautiful.
So are you? You're okay. You're okay. We're okay.
JJ, you're sort of left inside, the only person left in the factory with Sayka.
Hey, we're okay. It sounds like everyone is okay and outside.
All right. What about the basement? Is it... You look over to the stairs. It's no longer magically coated in darkness. You can see down it as far as the sunlight will penetrate, but it looks like an ordinary basement set of stairs.
There hasn't been a basement in 40 years.
I still think it's probably not a good idea to be down there, but
Yeah.
we'll figure it out. Unfortunately, you might have lost your skating spot for a little bit.
Man, Andrew's gonna be upset about that.
I think she'll mostly be happy you're okay. And believe me, there are a lot of good skating spots around the city.
What was that?
I really wish I could tell you. Not that I'm holding anything back, but
Yeah.
are you feeling okay?
She gets like a very wistful look on her face. Like, to call it 1,000-yard stare is not right. It's more like 1,000-year stare.
While I start, like, gently leading her to her friends, I'll, like, write my number down on, like, a little notebook. Things like, if you need anything weird happens, if you just want to talk about what happened, anything, you let me know. We'll be around, okay?
Okay. Thanks. She, like, tucks it in a pocket of her cargo shorts. I'm having even trouble imagining what that was. You know, my nanny used to tell me, keep an open mind. Now that feels dangerous.
An open mind might be dangerous, but ultimately I think it's still worthwhile.
The Wandering Path was created by me, Misha Stanton, and produced by Bex Taylor Klaus, Lynn Rafil, Mayana Barron, and me. The story was game mastered and sound designed by me, Misha Stanton. It was played and performed by Bex Taylor Klaus, Lynn Rafil, Mayana Barron, and Ian McEwen. Cover art by Lynn Rafil, transcript assistance by Darby Summers, and music courtesy of the Independent Music Licensing Collective. Our production and house manager is Erin Bark. If you like what you're listening to, please tell your friends and let them know where to find us. Our website is wanderingpathpod.com, where you'll find links to subscribe and follow us wherever the path leads. We're also on Patreon, patreon.com/wanderingpathpod. We're so grateful for anything you can do to help us keep making this show. Thanks for wandering with us. Till next time.